In this video, we introduce the former Toyako kindergarten. This was once a kindergarten that suffered major damage during the eruption of Mount USU on March 31, 2000. The eruption was classified as a small-scale magmatic steam eruption. The hot magma underground turned water into steam, and the pressure caused rocks to be blasted into the air. The rocks reached residential areas, and this kindergarten was one of the affected sites. In Japan, schools start a new academic year in April, and promotion or graduation ceremonies are held in March. Kindergartens follow the same schedule, so on March 31st, the eruption day, they had already held the graduation ceremony and were preparing for the enrollment ceremony scheduled for early April, getting ready to welcome new children. Fortunately, an evacuation order had been issued 2 days before the eruption, so none of the children or staff members were injured. This photo shows the site a few months after the eruption. The crater formed about 600 meters east of the kindergarten, at the foot of the mountain. Today, the crater is mostly covered by trees, making it difficult to see. From here, many rocks rained down on the kindergarten. Let's look at some photos taken after the eruption. The top left shows the scene shortly after the eruption. Rocks blasted out from the crater fell heavily on this kindergarten. The top right photo shows a large rock. It's not pumice stone, but a hard, black rock, basalt or andesite, from the former stratovolcano Mount USU. It is thought that this rock flew at speeds of up to 300 km per hour, the speed of a bullet train. As you can see in the bottom two photos, the roof was punctured, the windows shattered, and the room that was being prepared for the enrollment ceremony was completely destroyed. The children never returned to this kindergarten. Instead, it was relocated to another site, and this facility is now open to the public as a disaster monument. Even now, more than 24 years later, the large rocks, the buildings, and playground equipment damaged by the rocks remain intact. This information board reads, "Rocks fell, ground tilted." We will show you several photos relating to the traces of the eruption's devastation, specifically the falling rocks and the crustal deformation. Effects of the falling rocks. In the direction facing Mount USU, both the wall and the windows have large holes. This is a huge rock that fell in the yard, said to weigh about 2 tons. It flew at 300 km per hour, the speed of a bullet train, nature's power beyond our imagination. The impact created a large depression in the ground. The next photo shows bent playground equipment, and even the bus is damaged like this. Effects of crustal deformation. This pond was originally level, but as you can see in the photo, the far end closer to Mount USU has been lifted up, causing the water to flow toward the viewer. It is tilted by about 3 to 4 degrees. This slide used to be much gentler, but the tilt has become dangerously steep now. It's too dangerous to use. Please do not attempt to slide on it. If you look closely, the building itself is also leaning. It might be hard to tell in the video, but by coming to the site, you can actually feel the tilt yourself. Please come and experience the power of nature firsthand. While the traces of the falling rocks and crustal deformation remain intact, you will also be surprised to see how plants have grown vigorously inside the building. Part of the kindergarten grounds is designated as a vegetation recovery observation area, where you can witness the resilience of plant life and how they have regrown after the volcanic disaster. If you look around the kindergarten grounds, it looks like this. This concludes our brief explanation of the former Toyako kindergarten. Mountain USU has erupted many times in the past, and another eruption is expected, though we do not know when that will be. The landscapes and terrain around Mount USU and Lake Toya change dramatically with each eruption. This region offers a rare chance to experience both the blessings and threats of nature. Visiting here even once will be a special experience. Please visit and enjoy the unique scenery of this area.